BOGear Alpha 19er collab spare Camel 2.0. Let's go. So I think it's important to talk about the history behind this pack right here. In 2017, unfortunately, BOGear closed their doors. There were a company out there in Australia, the first company I have heard of, that was doing like full customization. They would allow you to pick your colors. You want a webbing color, a certain color. You want your bar tack stitches a certain color. They would do all of that. That customization aspect was, they were before their time. So after they closed their doors, a couple of years later, Alpha 19er, the owner helm, reached out to the owners of BOGear and wanted to put together this collaboration pack. Years later, here we are. And for the most part, this is the same spare camel design that BOGear had back in the day. So, little upgrades, sprinkle some Alpha 19er in there. I want to talk about the specs, and then I'm going to take you to some of the things that I really like about this pack right here. So, it's a larger pack. It's 30 liters on that line between everyday carry and one bag travel. Some people will think this pack is too large for their everyday carry, but for my bigger guys, my tall 6'2", 6'3" guys out there, they're gonna love this pack for everyday carry because it's gonna fit their frame better. Plus their stuff is just bigger. Their stuff is just bigger. So the weight on this pack is 3.9 pounds. And I know some people at home are like, damn, that's a heavy pack. Alpha 19er always gives you a lot of features in their pack. So you gotta kind of bear with me. All right, the dimensions, if we were going to take a ruler and tape measure to it, it's 20.5 inches tall, it's 12.5 inches wide, and it has a depth of 6.75 inches. Now, the materials, right? I know a lot of folks were like, I hope they come out and do all of the crazy colors that they used to do back in the day. They didn't do that. This package comes in all black, but they use some of the best materials that are out there on the market right now. And I'm talking about X50. So you got that X-Pack material on the inside and a Condor laminate on the outside, making this pack, the materials, waterproof. Now, of course, you can't dunk this bag in like a pool or anything like that, but your light rain, anything like that, this pack's got you. Your stuff is not gonna get wet. I'm not even gonna say a light rain, a heavy rain. Your stuff has got you. This pack has got you. It's gonna protect your stuff. Now, I'm gonna take you to the sections that I like the most about this pack, and I'm gonna start with the back panel because, damn it, it's cool as hell. All right, so to get to these main sections, there's two main sections in this pack. You do have to undo the compression straps. Here's another gripe. Oh man, I don't want to undo compression straps. Well, you can take the compression straps completely off if you want to. They're removable. So if you don't want the compression straps in your way, get them out your way. Take them off. So in this text section, in this office section in the back, we have large reverse coil number 10 YKK zippers. They're great. They sound excellent. Inside of this office section or this text section right here, all the organization for my needs as far as mobile commuting and working at home. So I don't know which side to start on. Let's start on this side, all right? So up here, you have a large sleeve that goes all the way down. Great for your papers, your business papers, man. Shout out to Chase Reeves out there somewhere in the world. Then you have the standard Alpha 19er organizational panel, which you can take completely off with Velcro. You don't like this one, you like another organizer out there, you can actually take this one off and put what you want. Maybe you don't want to put your organizer. Maybe you want to put your concealed carry back here. I won't tell anybody about that, but you can't if you have like one of those Velcro holsters. I love this organizer. It's a staple. It's been around for years. It's got, some card pockets over here. You got slip pockets back here. I got this is the Spyderco Para 3 lightweight version. That's a great knife, sharp as hell. Gotta make sure I don't cut myself when I'm messing with it. I got a regular cell phone in here, so a big like iPhone Pro Max 14 may not fit in this slot, but this little work cell phone fits perfectly. And I put other stuff in there. Leatherman can fit in there. Then you got some pen slots, and you even have a zippered section back here in the back. As we move down, you have two pockets right here. They're like a spandex material, and I can put like my mouse in here for my laptop. That fits in there perfectly. And then I also have like that Nightcore battery bank that I love so much. I put that in there to charge my phones, and then also just a spare cord. So good organization. This pack and Alpha 1/9ers packs kind of reduces your need for a whole bunch of pockets. Let's flip it around and talk about this other section. So they do it really well in this pack right here. Suspended off the bottom with the laptop compartment and a tablet compartment, both padded, and it's like the accordion style, so you can actually see that you have more space. So those folks with gaming laptops will fit. This is a 17-inch laptop. This is an older, fatter, huge Dell, what is this, a Dell Inspiron? I don't even think it runs anymore. I just keep it just to show y'all when I have these packs, it can take these big ass laptops. So that fits in there with no problem at all. I have no doubt if you have a 17-inch laptop, you're good. You have this little bucket. It's like Fidlocks, Woojin hardware on this pack. It's excellent. You pull that little thing down, turn this a little bit, and then you have a tablet sleeve. I just have my iPad mini in there, but I think for sure a bigger tablet will fit in there with no problem. So definitely a great thing. I love the organization in these pockets in this back panel. It's great. High vis lining throughout this pack. 2023 high vis lining is here. So number two, it's gotta be this back panel. Something else that came from Alpha 1/9er is this back panel and this back panel design. Let's start at the top. We'll talk about the grab handle at the top. Very comfortable nylon webbing. You got the loops on the side if you want to attach like your carabiners or your keys or whatever. Moving down, you have load lifters on this pack. Great suspension system. You guys know how load lifters work. You pull them, they pull the load higher and closer to your back. Very comfortable. The shoulder straps here are ergonomically cut. They're kind of a neutral cut, not very dramatic cut like what you would see like in an Evergoods pack. Very neutral, so they should fit a lot of different body types. The cushioning here is good. It's dense. You have nice mesh on the back for breathability. You got a sternum strap here. 30-liter pack, I would understand that a lot of people would want to keep that on. One thing that I do want to talk about on the straps. Now, this bag does have a lot of straps, but BOGear and Alpha 1/9er, they work together to kind of tame these straps. Everything has good strap keepers on it. Like the load lifters have two strap keepers, little bungee strap keepers on it. I like that. That tells me that you care about the way this pack wears and you know how it's gonna, if it's gonna be flopping all around. Alpha 1/9er sent me over the hip belt that you can purchase for this pack. This is a hip belt, not a hip strap. So load bearing, all right, load bearing. So this will take some weight off you. Again, Woojin buckles. You do have that X50 material that continues down on the hip belt, not a hip strap. So I like that. Let's take a look at this back panel right here. Man, this back panel is so comfortable on my back. I really enjoyed it. Not too much curvature on the back panel right there, but the cushioning is standing up away from the back. It gotta be at least a ½ inch. And it feels very good. You got this nice little vent in the middle right here, so you get some breathability. The shoulder straps aren't going anywhere. You got bar tack stitches up there, 2 of them. So that's definitely good. I like this back panel a whole lot. I'm glad they brought that over. So let's get into the main event. Let's go into the main section of this pack, and then we'll walk around the exterior of the pack. So in this main section, we have, again, number 10 reverse coil YKK zippers. They work very well. And what you'll notice before we open it up and reveal the big surprise, you'll notice that they have a lot of space in the lid section of this pack. Not so much space when we're talking about the main section in the back part of the bag, of this back section of the main compartment. So when I lay it down, you can kind of see what I have in here. So this is just a GoRuck packing cube. And this has about a week's worth of clothes in it. And the great thing about these GoRuck packing cubes that have this is that you can, you know, lay them down flat in a bag like that. So that's perfect. So we'll put that off to the side. We'll talk about this part first. I love the lid. I love the lid, but we'll talk about this section first, right? So in this section, you just have a nice little pocket. You could actually put your, if you have smaller feet, you could put your shoes in there. For me, I probably could put some flip-flops in there, but my size 13 shoes, it's a no-go. This is not gonna happen. But yeah, great pleated pocket, maybe a jacket. I definitely could stick any kind of jacket back there. I like the incorporation of pleats in all of their pockets. Gives you a lot of expandability in this. And another thing that a lot of companies don't think about, you do have the rings at the top for Alpha 19ers, Musky. I always fuck that name up. They're pouches, so you can attach their pouches up here at the top, and they have some really cool ones. Check out the inside lining of the X50 right here. That's some cool shit right there. I really like that. This is excellent. Look at that. Look at that. Look, those little yellow X's throughout. It's cool. It almost makes me want to like flip this pack inside out because it's so damn cool on the inside. So you got, oh, let me not miss this. You do have some tabs right here where you want to attach some additional things, like maybe some lash. You want to hold something down inside of your pack. You can do that right here. Now, this is something that's very cool. This didn't change too much from the original spare Camel. Is this lid pocket, really cool. Let me walk you through it. All right, so at the top it's a little secret pocket. If you're not looking for it, you probably wouldn't see it. So YKK zips inside. It's a narrower pocket, but I found it perfect to put my little cheaper sunglasses in there. I think you could even put some sunglasses in there with a case or some pens. It's a longer pocket. It's only this, but it's cool that it's up there at the top. Then you move down, you have another little bead ring for those Muscaeva. Y'all gonna keep on asking me to pronounce that word, but the pouches, you have that ring for the pouches. Then right here, I found these two pockets are great for like your toiletry items or any other EDC stuff that you're carrying. So in there, I got all my, you know, toothbrush in there. Do I need to show you guys my toothbrush? Not really. Deodorant, all that stuff can fit in this pouch, this pocket. What I really like about this pocket, just like this one with the blouse, they have a nice blousing feature, so this can actually expand out if you have a larger item in there. Like down at the bottom, this is a bigger pocket, and I have my Sony XM3s that have never failed me. These are great. I'm like 3 versions behind in the Sony headphones, but these ones haven't failed me, so why buy new ones? Anyway, so those can fit inside of this pocket with no problem right there. So you can put a larger item in there. This inside section, lots of space, enough for a week of clothing. This is a week of clothing for me. Lay it down flat like that with my GoRuck packing cube. I'm using up most of the space. Look, check out the way it closes, right? I was talking about this before. See, you have almost the same amount of volume on the lid as the section down here. So when it splits, it covers over. Very damn cool. I like that a lot. I want to walk around the other section of the bags, the other parts of the bag. The exterior of the bag, you have some laser cut Molly down here, and it's cool. It's very low profile. I love the feeling of this material. Now, 2 problems with this pack. All right, so when you pack this pack out, right, and you put if you try to stick 2 weeks of clothes or a month of clothes in this pack, these pockets right here in the front become almost unusable. So that's one thing, that's one drawback, then something that should be thought about in the next version. If there's if there's a 3.0, think about that. This pocket becomes very tight. So you can stick it in there. It reminds me a lot of like a GoRuck GR1. Like, do you really want to stick something in there? Because you're going to have a hell of a time getting it out, and it goes all the way to the bottom. It's a good sized pocket. Now, if you're not traveling, you can use it, definitely. But if you're traveling, you got the bag packed out, it might be a little issue. So you have another pocket right here. This comes right about here, and it's probably like 3 or 4 inches, and it goes right here. I found it a great place to put my AirPods right there. So I put those right there so I can listen to my music when I'm traveling. Really quick access. This is not too bad. This bottom one is kind of is not that great, but this one, this top one, I can work with. You got a nice morale patch field. The georgedefined patches, check me out in the description if you want to get one of those. And then, you know, some Ranger eye patches, Evergoods, reflective patch. This allows you to fly your flag, whatever your flag is. I like that addition to the pack right here. Or do want to mention about the kangaroo or beaver tail that Alpha 19er sent me over to use on this pack. So if this 30 liters is not enough space, you can attach this beaver tail, just undo the compression straps here, and it's got some U-locks that you can go around the outside. Let me loosen it up a little bit. You can go around the outside and clip in. So if you got wet items, some shoes or something that you want to stick in this pack, this will blouse out a helmet. You're doing some adventure stuff, so you can put your items in here so you're not getting your stuff dirty or wet, or you just want to put some gloves in there because you know you need quick access to them, or a hat. That's pretty cool, expanding the capability of this pack even further. So we can't get out of here without talking about the price on this pack. For this X50 30-liter pack right here is $295. I think that's a decent price. I think that you probably need a use case for it, right? Your use case is probably gonna be short travel for this pack right here. Or you were in love with BOGear, or you're in love with Alpha 19er. You want to try out a pack like this for your everyday carry, one bag travel. I think it's very well made, exceptionally made. It's a really good pack. I love the use of the X50 material on this pack and the upgrades that they've done from the original BOGear Spare Camel. I would have loved to seen some color on this pack, I gotta be honest. I would have loved to seen them bring back some of that customization, or taking some of the packs that were like the most popular. They had this one with like camo here, and it was like orange and had like the that would have been a really dope to bring back in a collab version. This one is very solid, but you know, when you get used to something, you're used to seeing a BOGear with the colors, you kind of wish for that in the collab version that if they come back. But excellent pack. Thank you very much, Alpha 19er and BOGear, for sending it out for me to test out and to do this review. Guys, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. Why not? Why not hit the thumbs up button? If you loved it, subscribe to the channel. If you got questions about everyday carry, knives, flashlights, backpacks, and more backpacks, leave it down there in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man.